What is up, guys? How we doing? How we doing? Boy, do I have a story for you today. And I wanted to take a second to say thank you to the new subscribers. We got almost 10 new subscribers this week. I appreciate the love that you guys have given the Lego videos. Um, that's all you guys, man. I wish I could come out with Lego videos more often because people seem to really like them, but Legos are very expensive and I can't come out with them as often as I like, but I appreciate all the support that I've gotten on all my videos. I think if you look at this week, it's kind of the perfect definition of what my channel is. I have a rant, I have a movie review, I have another rant, I got a Lego video, and then I got a Lego review, and then giving advice. But the biggest part of my channel is talking about my day, and that's what we're gonna do today because today has been a fucking doozy. So as I've mentioned several times, we got 10 inches of snow. Tuesday morning at about 5 a.m. it started snowing, and it kept snowing until Wednesday at 5 a.m. And Wednesday, the high was 15, and the low was -3 with the wind chill of -13. So there was no chance getting out Tuesday. There was no chance getting out Wednesday. The roads didn't even get plowed till Wednesday morning. And yesterday, I considered going out, but it still didn't break freezing. But the sun came out for the first time. But just looking out the window, I could still see snow and ice on the roads. But today, I did not have a choice. I had to work. That's all I could. I really couldn't afford to take these days off, and I had to work today. And I figured with it finally getting into the 40s and being sunny, that the road should be fine, and they were. And just had to trust that a customer wouldn't lead me down a road that had a foot of snow on it. And I got an order right away, $50, 20 items, 20 miles. And, well, really 40 miles because the store was 20 miles away. But 50 guaranteed dollars, that's my daily goal in the winter. Let's do it. And we did it. We started the day off great. And I get to the customer, and while I'm on the way to them, they say, yeah, the mail person couldn't make it down to us. And I'm like, okay, so what the fuck does that mean? Does that mean your road has not been plowed yet? And sure enough, they decided to not let me know that their road has not been plowed yet. And I'm talking like a mile to their driveway has not been plowed yet. People have driven under it, so there's tracks to follow, and it's not like I can just leave the Instacart order at, this spot and say, nope, I'm not driving down that. Then I would lose my tip, and I would lose my pay for all this effort. So I fucking drove down the road, and I got stuck in their driveway because their driveway was at a slant. Like, not a very steep hill at all, but stuck nonetheless. And I had another person's order in my car who was 17 miles away, and the whole reason I took this order, because you hear 40 miles and might think that's a lot, the second customer was actually back in Branson. So it was basically go to the store in Branson West, which is 15 miles, 20 miles away, deliver to a customer right beside the store, and then deliver to a customer back in Branson. So basically I was getting paid to go and back. That was the great thing about this order. I could have gotten this order done in 2 hours, made $50, and maybe even made $100 today. But instead what ended up happening is I got stuck in this customer's driveway. And this dude comes out and he says he just moved here from California, and that an Instacart driver came out yesterday and got stuck too, and that he's got a four-wheel drive truck, I shit you not, and that he's stuck. So can you answer the question for me as to why the fuck you think an Instacart driver wouldn't have gotten stuck today, and as to why you didn't think that that was important to mention the second I accepted your order? Hey, we live down a road that has not been plowed yet. So if your car can't handle that, kick it to a different driver. Because it's not like a lot of people doing gig work drive trucks, because gas would be more expensive. No, most people doing Instacart or fucking DoorDash or Uber are driving little cars, man. Like, sometimes you get an SUV, and more cars are becoming four-wheel drive, I'll give it that. But, like, we are in southern Missouri. A foot of snow is not a common thing. So, for you to expect the driver to deliver in these conditions is one thing, but for you to know that you've already had a driver get stuck, know that with your four-wheel drive truck that you can't even get out yourself, what the fuck makes you think that I wasn't, like, you knew? Why are you ordering Instacart? And it was beers. I was dropping off beers because God forbid you be sober. I'm not trying to be judgy. They were very nice. They were very sweet. But it's like this was avoidable. So what? I'm here recording. How did I get out of it, you ask? Because I'm a fucking badass. That's why. After a lot of failed attempts of trying to follow the tracks and get out, it wasn't working. And I said to him, hey, do you have a shovel? He was like, no, I have a rake. And I'm like, okay, bring me the rake. And he's like, why? Why? As he said, he's from Southern California, never had to deal with the snow before. I'm like, because, like, clearly the snow is too deep. And the problem is it's just slanted enough and my car is so low to the ground that even if I successfully get grip and get up, the bottom of my car is meeting the snow, which is slowing down the momentum, which is making me stuck on that part. So basically the answer is I'm gonna have to rake all the snow off your fucking driveway and throw down cat litter or salt. Do you have that? And he had salt. So that's what I did. I spent an entire hour just fucking raking away at 8 inches of snow on the ground to clear out enough spots to get all the way down to the gravel, and then threw salt along the path. And the problem is, the scary part is, even if I get out of his driveway, well, now I have a mile of 6 inches of road to go down, and it's at a very steady incline. Not much, but just a little bit of one, right? And so I could get out of his driveway and very well get stuck again. And that's why I told him, and was like, man, like, I think I can manage to get out of your driveway, but I might get stuck on this road. Like, after all the raking, after putting down the salt, worked like a charm. I got the fuck out of there, and I kept my momentum as I got into the main highway, and we got out of there. But I spent an hour of time doing this, and then I get onto the street. I'm like, fuck yeah, I did it. I'm a badass. And then my back right tire starts wobbling. And I guess whenever, the few times that I tried getting up the driveway, I guess the tire spun and came loose. I don't know. I'm not a fucking car guy. But what I know is that once I reached 40 miles per hour, the shit's doing this. And I could feel that. And I'm 25 miles away from home. Luckily, the next customer that I'm delivering to, who I'm now an hour late to, luckily he's right by my house, so I just had to take it slow the whole way home, dropped off their order, got home. They were very patient about it and understanding. But now I can't drive my car and I got to go to the shop tomorrow and hope that maybe I can get in and hope that it's something simple. That it's just maybe like first thing that I Googled and first answer I got by Googling was that maybe the lug nuts came loose. I checked all that. Lug nuts were fine. I tightened them. But I went to push and pull the tire and it's loose. So I'm not a car guy. I don't know if I fucked up an axle, a wheel bearing, if it just needs to just get rotated and put back into place. Maybe it's something super simple. But what I do know is that until this is fixed, I cannot drive. Because literally I'm driving and it's like this. I had to have my emergency lights on. Also, I can make $50 fucking dollars. And the day was starting off like it could have been a $100 day, and now I don't get to work tomorrow, and I damn sure can't afford that. I'm tempted to just work anyway, and just drive 30 the whole time, but if the tire pops off, well, now we have a way more expensive problem when maybe this could be a cheap fix. So, most places in Branson are closed until Monday. There's only 2 shops open tomorrow. And by the description of their repairs, if it's something serious, I don't even think they would do it. So, there's a chance I get my car fixed tomorrow and back on the road by Sunday. Or there's a chance I don't even get the car in the shop until Monday or Tuesday. And if that ends up being the case, I am so fucked. I couldn't afford to take the last 3 days off. And I knew that realistically I probably needed to take today off too. But I just assumed that there wouldn't be a customer out there that would expect me to drive down a fucking street like that. Like, come on. Like, give me some type of warning. Nope, just fucking complaining that your mailman didn't deliver to you as I'm getting there, not mentioning anything. Had a sour attitude the entire time until I got there and got stuck. And then they felt bad, so they tipped more. But now it's like, I'm just happy I got out because I thought I was going to have to call a tow truck. I do have roadside assistance, whatever, but I did not want to call a tow truck just to tow my car like a mile. And I had another order to deal with. And I have my kid sitting there, and I only have 5 miles in the tank. So, I can't just sit there with the car on. I've got to get out of here, And, that was the day. Now my car's fucked. These brand new tires, because these tires are brand new, they seem fine. The tread's definitely kind of fucked on them now, but no tire pressure light came on, no lights at all came on. But I know how my car drives. I bought it brand new, and it now has 125,000 miles on it. It ain't supposed to do this, and now I have to take tomorrow off, and I really can't afford to. What the fuck, man? I'm just trying. I legit worked 9 days in a row before the snowstorm. Usually I'm somebody that would be giddy about it snowing. I love snow. But it's the one time I'm please don't snow. I can't afford to miss work. Then we get a foot of snow. We have not gotten 10 inches of snow in 10 years. I shit you not. This winter has been so weird. 60 degrees, 8 inches of snow. 60 degrees, 10 inches of snow. We've gotten more snow this year than we have in a decade. And it's been 60 degrees a majority of the winter. So that was my day. How was yours? And I did that all for $50. And the entire time that I was raking this dude's driveway, by the way, he was just standing there staring at me. He was a lot of help. It's not like he fucking... And you're probably wondering, well, why did I go into the driveway? That's the only way I could have backed up. There is no way I could have gotten out of there. It was either leave all the food right there by the edge of the snow, lose my tip and my effort at this point, which has been an hour of shopping and driving 25 miles away from the house. So, no, I don't want to lose the money. So, I got to drive down this road. Now I have nowhere to turn around. I have to pull into this driveway and just hope to God my car can come out of it. And it fucking didn't. And the new anti-slip, what the fuck ever. I think it's anti-slip thing in the newer cars is so unhelpful. Like, when you start to slip, your tires lock, and yes, there's certain situations where I can see that being helpful. But, God, it just seems to hurt you more than not. It took putting it in sport, putting it in first to get out, and just slowly going. Like, I can't believe I got out as easily as I did after trying so many times. Like, I tried like 5-6 times, and this guy was giving me shitty advice the whole time. Like, just kind of arguing with me about what to do and shit. And it's like, as you said, you're from California. You're not used to dealing with this. Like, why are you giving me advice here? Like, anyway, he wasn't much help and was saying, you got it, you're in the good. Like, no, dude, because my car is hitting the snow once I'm at the peak of the hill, which is losing the momentum, which is getting the car stuck. So I gotta get all the snow out of the way because it's too deep. I need to, where the tire tracks are, get down to the fucking rocks and plant this salt the entire way. And that's what I did. He didn't think it was gonna work, but it fucking worked. It worked like a charm. I didn't even start to get stuck and made it all the way out and just kept. Oh my God, I can't believe I got out of there. Anyway, that was my day. It was off to a really good start. Now I have to go to a fucking shop and take another day off. And thankfully, I came up with the money to pay my bills that are due today. But I have $100 worth of shit for the house I need to get, as well as $250 of bills coming up in 6 days. And this was like it. I could still make all bills despite the snow because of how much I worked last week. And now, of course, the universe found another fucking way to. Because tomorrow, if I don't get to work, assuming they can even get me in tomorrow, because maybe they can't get me in this Sunday, or maybe something's wrong and they need to order a part. Like, we don't know any details right now. So, hopefully it's just something simple, but I can be fucked and then not come up with the money that I need to by the 28th. And I have busted my ass so hard this month. The fact that I have came up with bill money is just insane. And against all odds, somehow I managed to, even before the snowstorm, because I knew the snowstorm was coming, and just fucking worked, as much as I could, and had a decent, good days where I made $100 or 75 instead of 50, so I made a little over what, I was budgeting for. And, now I gotta get my tire worked on, which is money I don't have, and I gotta take at least one day off. Anyway, that's my day. I knew the snow. I fucking knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I should have taken today off. But realistically, even if I would have taken today off, like, there's gonna be snow on side roads for the next week. I really couldn't afford to take any of these days off. So I had to get out there today. But I'm going to end this video, if you made it this far, by saying, if you're an Instacart customer and you're in an area that just got snowed down on, and you're not used to having snow in that area, we're not talking about being in fucking Michigan here, okay? and you have a foot of snow in your driveway and a foot of snow on a mile-long road that leads to you, have the goddamn courtesy to let the driver know that. If you're telling me as a grown-ass man that your 4x4 truck couldn't even get out of this and you're expecting my Corolla to, like, what the fuck? You're not only expecting me to risk my life to bring you beer, but you're expecting me to risk my car, and like, fuck you. Just don't order Instacart. Do you think the people that I delivered to would have fucking exploded if I didn't get them their beer today? No. Why the fuck did you bother ordering it? Especially after telling me you had an instant, like, they intentionally kept it hidden that their driveway and the road leading to it was fucked until last second, and then told me that an Instacart worker got stuck there yesterday. It's like, yeah, awesome. I'm getting out. Fuck you. Like, fuck the fact that your truck can't get out. I'm getting out. Give me a fucking rake. Like, whatever. I got my daughter in the car. We need to get the fuck out of here. I got another delivery to do. Fuck this and fuck you. If you think so little of people, like, I can't grasp it. I live on a road. My driveway is covered in 8 inches of snow. I can't even get out with my 4-wheel drive truck. The road leading up to my driveway has not been plowed yet. Let's order Instacart, because, you know, they're notoriously driving trucks, because that's fuel efficient. Like, no. Most people are driving little cars like me. Let's get somebody out here to knowingly get stuck because I have to have beer today. Enjoy those beers, brother.